Remember Herman Cain? He died because he got COVID at one of my rallies.
Yes.
But he used to say 9, 9, 9, 9. I used to love that. I love that. So I like 9. I like the number 9. And I like a 0 after it. So 90 deals in 90 days.
We have a lot of interesting guests on this show. We just had former presidential candidate Joe Walsh. But it is very rare, and I always appreciate it when he takes the time to join us. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, the 47th president of the United States, nice enough to take some time to join us, Donald J. Trump. Mr. President, I really do appreciate you being here, sir. How are you today?
Oh, it's always great to be on the show with you, Brian. And clear the air. Clear the air. You're one of the few people that I get to talk to who are not only just knowledgeable, handsome like yourself, but you always let me say my piece. You always let me say my piece.
Well, I appreciate that, Mr. President. That's very, very nice of you. Thank you so much for your time. I have to ask you this first, Mr. President. What do you make of, first of all, finally owning the fact that maybe Vladimir Putin is not such a good guy? Because it seems like you've been coddling him a lot, Mr. President. What do you have to say to
Well, I don't think I was it turns out, and no one told me this, I just found this out. Did you know that he was like a spy for the KGB? He's trained in lying to people's faces. No one talks about that. No one talks about that. And I am finding this out now. And he hasn't been very forthright with me, and I don't appreciate that. He's making me look like a monkey. I don't want to look like a monkey. You know what I'm saying?
We definitely don't want you to look like a monkey, Mr. President. But,
I'm starting to side with Zelensky on this now, because Vlad is he's not being very truthful with me. And when we have these talks, he used to call me and say, "What are you wearing today?" And I'd say, "What are you wearing today?" And he'd say his gray suit, and I'd say my blue suit with the red tie. But now we don't even have that. It's a shame what's happened.
That's too bad, Mr. President. Let's talk about some even more important things. Why is it you
guys?
I
think I know what you're going to talk about.
Yeah.
And I just want to say you're right. I should definitely win the Barnes and Nobel Peace Prize. The president of Liberia, who speaks very good English. I don't know if you saw the interview. He speaks very good English for one of those people.
Do you want to take it?
Bibi Netanyahu, they both turned in a letter for me. So I think it's in the bag, Brian. It's in the bag.
Okay, but Mr. President, are you jealous that Barack Obama got the Nobel Peace Prize? Because I've heard you've been very jealous.
Of course. What did he do? I think he got it on the first day it was the office. What did he do? President Trump. President Trump doesn't get one, but Barack Obama, who didn't do anything, he gets one. This is the problem with this country. We give participation medals. In this case, a participation Peace Prize.
Why do you deserve one then, Mr. President? Tell me.
Excuse me, Brian, you're Jewish. I brought peace to the Middle East. I brought peace to the Middle East.
You did?
Iran is not bombing your homeland anymore, Israel.
They are?
And we're going to have a very nice beach resort in Gaza. Did you see what Netanyahu did there? I mean, he pummeled that place. Oh, my God. It's like a bunch of broken rocks. It's really incredible.
Wow. So
you think incredible.
You think you deserve the Nobel Peace Prize because there's going to be a resort in Gaza, like a Trump resort?
Of course. Listen, it's all about the economy. What was that thing they said during the Clinton administration? It's the economy, stupid.
Yeah.
And it's about the economy. We're going to make the Middle East, we're going to make it what do you call that? The Riviera of the Middle East.
Interesting.
Which it was before, but now we'll own it.
Interesting. I have to ask you about the Epstein files, Mr. President, because at one point Jeffrey Epstein said that he was your best friend. You were on were you ever?
I never heard that. People are telling me this, that he said I was his closest friend. I don't remember that. Were we together when he said that? I don't remember.
Mr. President, you were seen on
why
video.
Are we still talking about this guy? Why are we still talking about this guy? We should be talking about Texas. We should be talking about the gold leaf in the cabinet area, because you can't get any good gold leaf paint. You've got to actually take the gold leaf. You've got to press it on to the crown molding. That's the only way it'll work. It's the only way.
I know that's very important to you, Mr. President, but a lot of
I'm a builder. I build things, Brian. I build things, and people like you tear them apart because you're a left-wing, radical, lunatic, Marxist, socialist, fascist, fascistic, living in Las Vegas, which I love because we've got the Trump Tower there. And by the way, it's pool season, and we've got the best pool parties in Las Vegas because we have the wettest water in Las Vegas. It withstands the 110-degree heat you're having today.
Why don't you ever take your shirt off at the pool, Mr. President?
Oh, God, I don't want to. Listen, I shower in my suit. I don't like being naked.
You shower in your suit. Wow, that's not weird at all, Mr. President. I'm sorry, I have to go back to this. I can't let you off the hook here. Pam,
you know what the thing is? People keep going back to Epstein. This is old news. Let's talk about Hunter Biden. Let's talk about the 2020 election. Let's talk about new things. Let's talk about Hillary Clinton. Let's talk about it. Why are we focusing on Jeffrey Epstein?
Because Pam,
Mr.
Mr. President, your own Attorney General said that she was going to be releasing the files. Aren't you going to fire her? What would you have to say about Pam Bondi?
Well, I think she's very attractive. I think she's right. I would say, look at Janet Reno, look at Pam Bondi. Who wins in that one, right? Far more attractive. Far more attractive, I would say.
Is that why you hired Caroline Levette, sir?
Oh, isn't she great? She married an older guy, and I thought immediately I had a chance with her. I thought immediately I got a shot.
I want to ask you about that moment you had with Melania on the 4th of July, where it appears. Forgive me
I had to pay extra for that.
Yeah, forgive me for saying this, because I said this on the Piers Morgan show. I called it the masturbation dance, Mr. President. You're doing this,
and you got a lot of trouble for that one. I thought that was.
I did.
You got shalom. You got shalom for saying masturbation.
Well,
is that great?
It just appears as though you were forcing Melania, and she wouldn't allow you to kiss her on the lips. Would you like to respond to that? It just looked like it was forced, and she just did not want to be there.
We had negotiated a 4th of July kiss. I had to buy that stupid piece of jewelry from one of those guys. They permanently put it on your wrist, like $10,000. Stupidest thing I've ever seen. But I paid extra, and she did not put out. And I made her put out.
She didn't. I understand. How is that marriage going, Mr. President? Can you share anything with us?
Going great. I don't really see her a lot, but that works for me. That works for me because I'm saving this country. 90 deals in 90 days. And out of those 90, I think we have 3 frameworks. You know?
Why do you keep saying 90 deals in 90 days? There's been like 2 deals.
It sounds good. Remember Herman Cain? He died because he got COVID at one of my rallies.
Yes.
But he used to say 9. I used to love that. I love that. So I like 9. I like the number 9. And I like a 0 after it. So 90 deals in 90 days. And we're sending letters. I'm sending a tersely worded letter to all these people who didn't respond. Japan, the president of Japan, Mr. Japan. I said, Mr. Japan, you better make a deal or I'm going to hit you with 25% tariffs.
Mr. President, you're on fire today. I'm just going to keep you for a couple more minutes.
I am. I had two Diet Cokes.
Wow, 2 Diet Coke. You're on just a couple more minutes, Mr. President. Listen, I have to be honest with you, okay? There are some people in this country that have compassion. They don't like these ICE agents that are just deporting people and separating families. Right. It seems like you take joy in this alligator Alcatraz and watching people suffer, Mr. President. Would you like to respond to that?
Well, I think absolutely. Here's the thing with all this stuff that's happening with ICE. You know, we've been very nice to these Mexican people. They're selling fruit. They're selling ices. They're doing all these things. And we just let them live here and pay taxes and pay into the economy. And we can't have that. We can't have that because they're stealing from us. Because this is the United States of America, not the Gulf of Mexico, which I renamed the Gulf of America. Yeah. So we're going to get those people out. And listen, the good ones who clean the toilets and work at the hotels and make all the food in the kitchen, they can come back in. But have you noticed something, Brian? I'm really doing it in California because I'm sticking it to Gavin Newsom. I'm sticking it to Gavin. We don't have the ICE agents in Louisiana and all those the red states, but we got them all over the blue states.
Mr. President, didn't you once hire illegal immigrants though to work for you?
I still do.
You still do, really? Are they working in the White House?
Oh my God! You can't even. You pay them like a quarter of what you would pay a normal employee. You think I'm going to get a 15-year-old white kid to wash the dishes at Mar-a-Lago? Listen, it's not going to happen. I need a Guatemalan who's 4 foot tall, who just has a back with a rack of glasses on it. It's really amazing how hard these people work.
We'll have to look into that because that sounds illegal. But we'll definitely look into that. Is there?
Listen, excuse me, Brian, did you not? I have it right in front of me. Can you hear that? That is the decree from the U.S. Supreme Court. I can break the law as long as it's in an official capacity. I have it. I keep it on my desk, and I point to everybody when they say, "Sir, that's illegal." I'm like, "Take a look at that. It's from the Supremes."
Have you talking to President Xi lately, by the way, Mr. President? Because it doesn't sound like
Xi
you.
Jinping?
Yeah.
Xi Jinping. We don't need his crap. You know, Walmart's like 95% of that garbage. I never shopped at Walmart, and most of these people, they shouldn't be shopping there either.
I understand. Well, Mr. President, before we let you go, is there anything else you'd like to add? Anything else you'd like to tell us about? How's your golf game going? I know you play a lot of golf.
I play a lot of golf, and for the last 40 years, I have won the course champion at all of my courses. I mean, what are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? It's so incredible.
Well, Mr. President, we really do appreciate your time. Thank you very much. If you could just pass the phone along to your very good friend, John D Dominico, the very talented.
Absolutely. But before I go, I just want to mention we're reinvestigating James Comey and John Brennan. And speaking of John Brennan, let me get you John D Dominico. Hey, Brian.
Hey, John, you are brilliant, my friend. You are on fire today. Donald Trump.
There's just so much.
There is a lot to talk about every single day.
Oh, my God.
Would you say that you are more popular now than ever?
There's always people who want to book me and have me at their events. I did a big 4th of July event on Lake Tahoe in a $20 million home for a very well-known billionaire, which was very nice. And I get to meet all these fascinating people. And then 2 days later, I did a big thing for an aerospace company that the owner loves Trump. So it's
John,
it certainly keeps me busy.
John, so how does this work? Like somebody hires you for a private event. You show up in the makeup and the Trump the whole time. You're Donald Trump.
Well, sometimes I can't because of what's going on. So I have to come in as myself. They sequester me, put me in a room. I get into full Trump, and then I appear.
Gotcha.
And the one in Lake Tahoe, somebody came by, got me into a golf cart, whisked me away. We went up the lake side. Then they brought me in by boat. So, which was absolutely hilarious because my wig, obviously the wind blew it, but it was so bad. I looked like I had dreadlocks by the end of the performance because the wind off Lake Tahoe was blowing so incredibly hard.
I have to be at one of these parties. John, maybe next time, if you're willing to do this, we could talk about it off the air because we're getting a lot of people on YouTube now that said you got to have John D Dominico as Donald Trump and take phone calls and have people ask you questions. What do you think?
Oh my God, I would love that.
All right.
I would love that.
Next time, that is our promise. Thanks to John. We're going to take some calls.
I'll do full makeup. We'll do the whole bit.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, we can do it via stream. Yeah, we can do a stream of it. We can do video and you can answer questions. Oh, that would be so much fun. John, you are the best. You are so talented. Not only the best Trump impersonator, but one of the funniest comedians around. And give out that social media information, growing by the day.
I keep it all the same. It's all the Johnny D Show. So it's JOHNNY D Show, the Johnny D Show. Lots of material. And if you really want to see lots of Trump, go to my YouTube, which is the Johnny D Show and the #1.
John, you are the best, my friend. I love you, brother.
All right, buddy.
Thank you for coming on.
Thanks, Brian.
Take care,
and
John.
Keep up the great work on Piers. I mean, you're just kicking ass.
Thanks, John. That means a lot, my
All
friend. I appreciate you. You take care. John D Dominico, everybody. He is the best. You won't find a better Trump impersonator than John D Dominico. So we appreciate him coming on. Hey, how about that? What show can you find world's best Donald Trump impersonator from the Howard Stern Show? He has agreed to come on this show in full makeup gear, and you can ask him anything you want.